Yeah, there goes. Hello, everybody. Today is December 6th. It's the day before Pearl Harbor Remembrance tomorrow. It's my day 2.209, and I was just sitting back a little bit because I was curious how long my hair has gotten. Let's see. Uh, yeah, not to my nipples. Not yet. Anyway, probably more information than you care to know. But I was feeling really good today, and that's commendable. I've been in a lot of funk, been in some funks lately, so I wanted to just talk a little bit. And I think I nailed my eyes too today. A little bit of that cat eye, or I was one for the anime eyes. I noticed that um, in the Voltron show we've been watching lately. The guys, they do a black line on the top and the bottom, but then all the women have this like thick cat thing going on, the almond eyes, I guess. And anyway, let me just do something. Okay, there we go. So a couple things I want to talk about, and one of them was, and recently I've been looking for fun. I've been looking to be happy. And I've been asking myself, what would it take for me to be happy? And why was I happy last year and I'm not happy now? And of course, everyone says, you've had your surgery, you've transitioned, you're full time, you've changed your name, all of that shit. You should be happy. And then you're like, but the world doesn't work that way. It's not as easy as that. And what I realized today as I walked into the bathroom after walking on the treadmill, and I just looked at myself in the mirror, and I was like, and I'm looking at myself right now on the screen. I'm not vain, okay, but I like what I see. I forget what it is because everything's first person, but if you look at the gestalt everything, I do like what I see. And I think that's the point, isn't it? To a degree. I mean, we didn't like what we were before, how we looked. We were in the wrong body, etc., etc., etc. And now we may not be perfect, and we may not be everything we want to be, but we're closer than what we were before. And my epiphany, which again you probably would say, well, duh, is I have taken for granted, I think, what it is to be me now, to be a transitioned woman now, and I've taken that for granted. The first year of transitioning is fighting so much, fighting yourself, fighting the world around you, people that don't want you to be who you want to be, and everything else. And so much energy goes into, I am here, Bashert, I am here, this is where I am. And then the second year, you've established yourself in the role. And I guess in my case, I started thinking about surgery. So that's all I thought about. And now that I've had it, it's kind of come back to that idea of, okay, this is the foundation we're going to start from. And we go up from here, raise the roof, woo. But like I said, what I realized this morning is being alive in the present moment for me is happiness. It's unbridled happiness. Now I can't necessarily get my irritable bowel syndrome to stop freaking out, because I'm like, why are you freaking out? But day-to-day stress and everything else, So I wanted to share just again my realization that again it's being alive is happiness. And I guess I need to wear makeup more often or something, because I'm happy, just the present moment. And it's also sunny, as you can tell, and yesterday was just pitch black, and all day was dark and everything else. So, but anyway, like I said, just something to think about. As a postscript to that, yesterday I went into work, and my old boss that I hadn't seen in a number of years, and she was the last boss that I had. I'm trying to think, when did I start? When did I no longer work for her? And when did I start Hormones? I think she would technically be my last boss that I worked with without transitioning. And every time she sees me, she says, "Your hair is getting long." She says, "Your hair is getting really long." And I'm like, "Yeah." And in a meeting yesterday, after the meeting, there was a kerfuffle with the PowerPoint and whatnot and the phone system, and I was taking notes for somebody, and it was fortuitous because their computer ran out of juice, their laptop. But, afterwards they said something to, but that's why I'm glad Robin's here. That's why, she takes good notes, and she's a good part, she's good. And they used all the female pronouns, I guess is what I'm driving to. And for a moment I sat there later when I thought back on it, and I was like, I wonder if she knew me before. I worked in one building, and then I moved to another building where I transitioned chemically, the hormones and everything, and again started to dress more androgynous, started to dress more female, and then in this other building, in this other area, other team, that's where I transitioned and went full time. And then about about a year ago, or 9 months ago, it was around the time of my surgery, before my surgery, we actually moved into the old building that I started in. And so I was around a whole group of people, and, a good number of them had, through natural attrition, had retired or had moved on. There was new people in this building, but still some old people who knew me from before. And I was trying to figure out, do they remember me from before? It's been 2.5 years, and again, when to have this person sitting next to me to say, Robin, she does such a good job, we're proud of her or whatever, and I'm sitting there going, did you know me before? Because obviously the woman who said my hair was getting long, she knew me from before. And we were at lunch one time, and she said something to the effect of, it wasn't men, it was a gender stereotype, and she referred to me being as part of that. And I kind of looked at her funny, and she said, well, at the time you were in that, which probably wasn't gender wise, but you know what I mean. So I thought that was kind of cool. But anyway, that's all I got. I just wanted to touch base. It's been a while since I've had a good day. And again, like I said, my irritable bowel syndrome is just kicking off. Golly. Whew. Wish I could remove it. And then, and I realize it's kind of all in my head somewhat, but man, it hurt. So on that note, I wish everyone the best of luck in becoming the person that you want to be. Had a real good conversation with a friend who I recently met who's non-binary, and transgender, maybe I shouldn't say we, because if I say we, it's a gross generalization and I'm probably going to piss some people off, but I'll say we anyway. Trans women, there was a line. There was a line, okay, and we were on this side of the line, woo, and we crossed over it, some of us, and we were firmly established in this side of the line, the feminine area. Okay, again, I'm going to make a gross generalization. Some people are going to get pissed off. But we are committed to being on one side. We can be. Maybe I should say that. We can choose to be. I am firmly established on the female camp. I like having binary because I'm on the right side of it now. But I can't imagine the difficulty in being non-binary. And, you know, we took steps to modify our bodies and our minds. And, you know, we may not be as perfect as we want to be or as feminine as we want to be, but we made it a commitment. And I can't imagine not wanting to be in either camp, you know, and trying to walk the line of that. That to me would be a real challenge. So anyway, good luck to you, my friends. And until next time, good luck. And we will see you then. Bye-bye, everybody.